What is going on, guys, and welcome to the Garden of Kharid. Today's update is going to have a sizable impact on the game, particularly for farming and herb lore, and in this video we're going to cover everything that you need to know. So, first things first, the major change is that herb drops have been removed from boss drop tables, and you can now unlock the ability to plant multiple seeds in farming patches in order to increase your yield of herbs. You'll be able to plant up to 10 seeds per patch, which will give you a minimum yield of 15 herbs. You can buy these upgrades from Sidekick Shop using Crux Favor. This is a new currency that is earned when farming herbs, and each seed you plant is worth up to 50 of this new currency when harvested. Now, this is multiplied by the number of seeds that you plant per patch, so once you get those unlocks, you'll earn more favor per patch per run. The higher tier of herb that you plant, the more favor you will earn, up to a maximum of 45 per seed with Fellstalks. And if you plant the herb of the day, which is a randomly assigned herb given to you by politics, you will get a maximum of 50 crux per seed. There's a daily cap on this favor though, so you can only get up to 25,000 per day, which equates to around 6 farm runs once you've purchased the 10 seed maximum and you're planting the daily herb seed. Other rewards from this update include Everlasting Incense Sticks, where incense sticks will no longer be removed on death, Quick Incense Sticks, which doubles the amount of incense sticks that you can create per hour, so it doubles the crafting speed, Bountiful Harvest, which increases the yield for bushes, grapes, fruit trees and cacti, Speedy Growth, which skips the first stage of herb farming, which essentially cuts the growth time down to 1 hour, and Buckets all the way down, which means that you no longer need buckets to take from compost heap. So speaking of the compost heap, there have been some quality of life changes made to the compost bins so that this is now a global bin. So instead of being able to having to put 15 into each individual bin, you can now put up to 1,000 in any of the bins, and this is stored globally. 3 of these are processed every 5 minutes, which means you can make like over 2,000 compost per day. Now you still do have to put 1 in at a time and take 1 out of a time, so there is some time investment to put them in and take them out, but it's much better than it was. And other notable additions to the update are the Mystical Sand Seed. This is an unlimited teleport seed that takes you to the garden, and this is a drop from Crux Egal Knights, and these are a new NPC that can be thieved in the garden. They also drop herb seeds, coins, and a new stackable anima stone, which can be used to increase the number of runes produced when rune crafting. Now, at the time of making this video, the knights are like 1.3 mil XP an hour and 100% AFK if you have like maximum thieving boosts. So you need like the legendary order or a 99 thieving with the cape and like the master camouflage outfit unlocked, plus like a familiar. And with that, you can get it so that you do not get stunned and can basically leave it for 5 minutes. And it's crazy good XP. It's reasonable GP per hour. However, I do expect that this will be changed. It does feel a little bit overpowered in its current state. So some other changes that have come with the update are that herbs no longer die, they just get diseased, which basically pauses the growth cycle until you cure them. Basically means you can't lose like 10 seeds if you planted 10 in a patch, which I think is good. And the Miraculous Treatment, which used to be used to cure dead herbs, have now become liquid patch bombs, and these instantly harvest and note produce for you. Not super useful, but will save you some time on farm runs, and they're at the moment quite expensive to make because they take 4 living components, which is a relatively rare, uncommon component, and they're buying for about 55 to 65k each at the moment. Now, considering there's like 8 patches that you can farm, including the wilderness patch, with the release of this update, you're going to be throwing 400 plus k on the ground, so that's going to eat into your profitability quite a lot for not a huge amount of time savings. So with that, I'm going to move on to some general tips for the update. So firstly, the first thing you want to do is obviously head to the garden and find out what your daily herb is. Now on day 1, this was Fellstalks for everybody, but it seems to be a randomized herb now per player, and you can get there teleporting to Het's Oasis with the Ring of Dueling and then just run north to get your daily herb, and then you're going to want to obviously plant that if you're looking to maximize your Crux favor. Now if you do plant that, you will get enough favor to unlock the first unlock of seeds, so you can plant 2 seeds within your first run, and if you want to, you can not replant go and unlock the 2 seeds at a time, and then go back and replant after your first run if you want to. Now, instant growth potions are going to be your best friend here if you're looking to max out favor as quickly as possible. They're obviously going to allow you to instant grow your herbs and get more Crook's favor because you're getting the favor for the seeds. Now, if you have a limited supply of player and farm beans, then you're going to want to save those potions for when you've got a few higher tiers of unlocks from seeds. But essentially, you're going to get more Crook's favor per potion the more seeds that you can plant, and the first couple of unlocks don't take a lot of favor and don't take a lot of farm runs to actually get. So the final thing is that if you want to increase the amount of beans that you've got, you can buy like dragon eggs from the GE, and they're going to cost you like around 300k each. You should be able to get 2 instant growth potions per, so like 150k per potion, and you'll be able to offset, most likely depending on which herb you grow, the cost of that with the prices of the herbs that you actually farm. So that will help you speed up without losing too much money if you grow kind of your own dragons. So overall, I'm a fan of this update. Now, it's too soon to tell like how much of an impact it's going to have on the economy and how well it's been balanced and the impact it's going to have. But I do think that skilling should play more of a part in the economy and the life cycle of the game. I actually have always done farm runs and quite enjoy them and enjoy it as a skill. So I'm a little bit biased on this one, but I do genuinely believe that boss drops should complement skills and enhance them, as opposed to just like completely bypassing them and dropping thousands and thousands of herbs, within the space of an hour. So that's my overall opinion. Time will tell whether this will last or whether herbs will need to be reintroduced to compensate for the pretty large supply and sink that we have for them in the game. But yeah, that's everything for this video. I hope you guys found it useful, and there is more content on the way soon.